Here I'm asked to find the equation of the given graph. So in this situation here, we need to do a couple things before we can get our complete equation. The first being we need to figure out what kind of math is going on, right? We've done a lot of different equations, including linear or quadratic or absolute value. We've done cubic, we've done square root graphs, we've done even cube root graphs, and I'm probably missing some. Oh, rational graphs. Like we've done all of these different types of functions so far. So when we look here and we're trying to find an equation, we need to look at it and see, what the general shape of that is so we can tell what kind of function we're dealing with. In this case, we're getting this shape that kind of, starts at one point and goes on forever up and to the right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and say that we know, based off of that, that we're dealing with a square root graph. Now, from there, with a square root graph, I know that like my starting point here is what's going to help tell us what h and k are, because normally it starts at 0, 0, because the absolute value of 0 is 0. And we're shifting this 4 units to the left and 2 units up. So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite this equation as y equals, I don't know what the a value is yet, but my h value is I'm going to be subtracting, a negative 4, so I'm really going to be saying x plus 4. Then my k value, since I'm shifting 2 units up, is going to be plus 2 on the outside. So the starting point here is really what's going to help tell what h and k are. And from there, I'm given a second point. And now sometimes it might be as easy as, if we shift 1 to the right and 3 up, we can kind of tell what the a value is just by looking at it. But sometimes we're going to get these ugly numbers that don't really help us all of a ton. So the way we can use it, though, is that we can take this x and y value and plug it into the skeleton of an equation that we have. What the way that that would look is, I know 3 is my y value, so I'm going to rewrite this as 3. I still don't know what a is. Square root, and then my x value here is 5, plus 4, and plus 2. And again, I'm keeping this plus 4 and plus 2 because I know that's part of my equation based off of h and k. So now I have only a single variable a, and I can solve for that. So I'm just going to do some math here. I get a times the square root of 9. The square root of 9 is 3, so that's going to be 3 equals 3a plus 2, subtracting 2 from both sides, and I'm going to get 1 equals 3a. So my a value is going to be 1/3. So once I know that my a value is 1/3, now I can look back at this skeleton of an equation I created, and I have everything in this equation except for my a value, which I now know. So my equation, and my final equation, is going to be y equals 1/3 times the square root of x plus 4 plus 2.